The all-new 2020 Ford Explorer, the 6th generation Ford Explorer, is coming to the stores this summer. We got an opportunity to have Ford come through to do some training on the Ford Explorer, so we get a little bit of information on it before it comes out this summer, so we can start answering questions for our customers. And I'm really impressed. They did bring by a Platinum Edition, so it has all the goodies on it, but we got an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the engines, also the features, and some of the safety and tech. So I'm going to go over those with you in this video so you can get a good idea. Now, all new for 2020, we have 3 engines here. Now, one of them is a repeat. We did have that in 2019, and that's the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. That engine will replace completely the 3.5 V6, but it will give you 300 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. So 10 more horsepower and 55 pound-feet more of torque than the V6 that it's replacing. It is going to be available in all-wheel drive as well. So that engine is what you're going to see standard on your XLT and your Limited. There also is going to be a new engine, the 3.0 liter V6 EcoBoost engine that will replace the 3.5 EcoBoost. So I think some people are concerned about that, but it does have more power. So it's got 365 horsepower, 380 pound-feet of torque. So a little bit more torque than the current 3.5 EcoBoost. And you'll see that engine in your new ST as well as in your Platinum Edition trim there. So, and I think it's going to be even optional on probably the Limited as well. Will require you to have 4-wheel drive with that motor there. And then of course, in both of these, you're going to see the 10-speed automatic transmission. We're seeing that roll out in about all your vehicles. And that engine is going to be geared just perfectly for this Explorer. Also, we're going to see another engine that's new for the Ford lineup. We haven't seen it in any of the Ford vehicles, and that's the hybrid engine. It's a 3.3 liter V6 hybrid engine that's going to deliver 318 horsepower, 336 pound-feet of torque. So plenty of power. So you're thinking hybrid, you're thinking maybe, it's not going to be as powerful. That engine is going to be available as a 4-wheel drive as well. So what they're really hoping on that is that you're not going to give up anything for performance and still have that hybrid engine. So I think you're really going to love that. Even can tow up to 5,000 pounds with the hybrid engine as well. And then towing on the other two, I didn't mention that, the 2.3 EcoBoost is going to have about 5,300 pounds of towing, in that 3.0 liter V6 EcoBoost will tow about 5,600 pounds. So a lot more towing than we had in the other versions. So some great performance out of this. Now I do love the styling on this. Now these all new design, so you do have a longer, it is a 6.3 inches longer wheelbase, and it's also wider than the current Explorer. So I'm going to give you some clips of those kind of side by side there, so you have a good idea of just how that's going to look in the vehicle. In fact, for our training, we pulled in a current 19 Explorer beside this 2020, so you could see the difference. I think when you first glance at it, you say, oh, it looks about the same, but when you really see them side by side, you see the difference in those. And so we'll talk about interior comfort and everything, and how that longer wheelbase is going to give you even more interior cargo and leg room as well. But here on the front of it, I love the grille on it. I love how it kind of fills the grille in a little bit more than the current 19 does. So real great look here for the grille up here. Of course, you'll have distinct grille designs for each of the different trims as well. And then of course, LED lights up here. So you're going to have your LED headlights will be standard equipment on all trims, as well as LED signature lighting and LED fog lights down here as well. So your LEDs front and back, LED tail lights as well, are going to be standard equipment on all of your Explorers here. So a great look to the front. And I did mention earlier on the different trims that'll be available. There will be a base trim, but that's for fleet only. For all your retail purchases, you're going to have an XLT trim, you're going to have a Limited, and you're going to have a Platinum. And then of course the all new ST trim will come out, and that Sport Tune suspension by Ford Performance, and you're going to have the Limited Hybrid. So hybrid will only be available in the Limited trim. Now again, here on the side, the biggest thing you're going to see is the longer wheelbase. So you're going to have a little bit different adventure and ride with this. So they are making all the vehicles just a little bit bigger. In the Ford lineup, we're seeing even on the Escape, it's going to be a little bigger. So this Ford Explorer is longer for you. Also, you're going to have several different wheel designs available at your exposure. Now this is here is a Platinum wheel, so you're going to have that one. Also, I love just a little attention to detail. Now the door handles are changed and upgraded a little bit, so you're going to see those right here. You can't accidentally bump up against to lock the vehicle here. Also, I love the nice chrome accent here that's attached, or satin chrome finish, I guess, on this Platinum Edition. Also, you're going to see the roof line is a little bit different. It's more aerodynamic, so a little bit different look to it. You also notice the roof rack side rails. There is room here, so they're not completely attached all the way to the back. They're actually going to be functional. So if you do want to put something up there, you're going to be able to do that because of the gap that you have here between the roof line and that roof side rails there. Also on these, the window is rolled down so we can do this. You have some sunshades. They're going to be available as optional equipment. And you know, little things that I think are just a big deal. We've seen that in some Highline vehicles, and that's going to be available. Not sure what trim levels that'll be available on, but it is going to be available for you. Now here you get a good look at the back of the vehicle. So great look and styling does be upgraded for the 2020 there. So real good look to it here. It is going to come standard in your power lift gate. So even on your XLT on above, power lift gate will be standard equipment, which I think is a great enhancement. They did really listen to customers there. And the hands-free foot activated lift gate is going to be standard equipment on your limited Platinum ST trims there as well. So you're going to have some great functionality there as well. Of course, don't forget LED tail lights already kind of mentioned. And I love the design and look to the rear spoiler back here. Gives it a great look to the back of the vehicle. Now moving to the interior, a couple things to note here. Standard equipment on all of your Explorers is going to be the tri-zone climate control. So dual zone for the driver and front passenger up here, and rear climate for those in the back. That's going to be standard equipment on even all of your XLTs. So that's a nice upgrade there for you as well. Also, it's going to be standard equipment on all of your Explorers. It's going to be the Sync 3 with the 8-inch touchscreen. Now this particular vehicle has been upgraded to the premium technology package, which gives you the 10.1-inch portrait style screen you're seeing with this particular one. So I'm going to give you a clip of the dash. You can see how that looks in the vehicle. So real dynamic look to it here on this vehicle. So, and I love the wood grain finish on this particular Platinum as well. Just you can feel the pour in there, so it's that open pour finish on that as well. Also, your instrument cluster here is going to be the standard instrument cluster is a 6.3-inch or a 6-inch screen. So that's bigger than what you normally have gotten on the past for the 4.2-inch screen. And then you can get upgraded. I think on the limited and above, you're going to get the, or maybe no, it's Platinum and it's the ST, where you're going to get the 12.3-inch digital display like you're seeing with this model here. So very dynamic look, and I think you're going to love that. It's configurable as well, so you can kind of really manage that and do what you want with that, and I think you'll really have fun with that there. Also, your seats here, also you're going to get the multi-contoured seats on the Platinum, and I believe the ST as well. So what's great about this is it's new multi-contoured seats. So it's been upgraded from what you've seen in the Platinum in the past. So you now have 5 settings and 3 intensity levels instead of just 2 that you had before. So real nice upgraded multi-contoured seats with this. Also, the second row seat does have optional heated seat for the XLT, standard on your limited and above. So, and then just like you're seeing with this one here, we'll have bucket seats. It's the standard seating configuration. XLT and Platinum will have the option for a 40-20-40 bench seat up there, and those seats are really nice. It does have new technology. You do have what they call easy entry for the third row seat, where you can go ahead and press the button on the top of that seat, and it's just going to go ahead and pop, and you can slide it forward real nice and easy, kind of like the tilt and slide for the Expedition there, making it easier to get in the third row seat, and even a bigger platform beside the seat there to make it a little bit easier to get in and out for those kids getting through the back seat back there. So I love how that looks in the vehicle. Also, let's talk about this instrument panel, or the console here. You do have this new media hub. You just kind of press that and you can open it up. Lots of room in here, so it looks great. Also, now you have a USB port and a Type-C. So they're really upgrading with that. I haven't seen any of the vehicle that has a Type-C adapter in there, but you're going to have a USB and a Type-C. It will have the Android, Apple, and the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Always get this mixed up. You're going to have that as well in there, and then charging pads will be available. Not sure what trim levels, and I like where that's located. It's located right here beside the console, right in front of it. So it's a perfect position. It's kind of more upright, and I like where it's located. My Expedition, it's actually kind of a little bit located a little weird, and you have to kind of maneuver the phone in there. This is, I think, perfect, and I think that they did a good job with that. You do have your rotary dial shifter here. So you're seeing that in your Expeditions and the other vehicles. It's going to start rolling out probably all of them. You will have your paddle shifters for your select shift transmission. That's going to be standard equipment in all of your Explorers there. So a great look to it here, and then I just love everything here on the inside. But I want to talk to you about some of the safety and some great technologies that are coming to the Ford Explorer for 2020. Now let's talk about some great technologies that are coming to the Explorer. We're seeing as 3 models in 2019 that have the Copilot 360 as standard equipment. The Explorer will have that as well, and we're going to see that roll out in 2020 in about all the vehicles. So if you don't know what that is, basically it's going to have 5 great technologies to help you stay safe. One of them is your pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection. So that way it's going to stop you if there's someone in front of you and you're not stopping. It's going to alert you with those lights on the dash as well as tones that you need to stop. It's also going to come with your lane keeping system. So lane keeping helps you stay in your lane. It can alert you, and it can even help keep you in your lane. So it's a great system that is, I'll go into more detail when we get an actual Explorer in here to kind of go over that. Also, you're going to get with that, you're going to get the rear view camera. And you're going to also get your BLIS system. That's that blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So that's a great system to help you monitor those blind spots, as well as when you're backing up in traffic or out of your parking spaces or even your driveways. It's going to help you there as well. And it's going to come with the auto high beam. So it's going to come standard on all of your Explorers. Also on some of your select Explorers, you're going to get the Copilot 360 Assist Plus. And the 360 Assist is on some of the current model years now, but this one is going to include a couple other technologies that we haven't seen before. And one of those, the Copilot 360 Assist normally would come with your navigation, also come with adaptive cruise. This is an upgraded adaptive cruise. Now it's going to come with not only stop and go, so it'll bring you to complete stop if you're following someone, you have that set. Also it's going to come with lane centering. So a little bit different than lane departure. It's going to help keep you in the center of your lane with that cruise control set. So love that, but also it's going to come with speed sign recognition now. So we've seen some models have been out there, some manufacturers, it's first for Ford to have that. So it's going to be able to detect those speed limit signs, and if you're going too fast, it's going to adjust your speed limit according to that. And you can even, I did check on this, you can even adjust if you'd like to go 5 over, you can adjust it +5, and it's going to know that. So if it goes from 70 down to 65, it'll adjust that down for you, so then it would put your cruise at 70 for you. So I love how that works. And you're going to have evasive steering with the Copilot 360 Assist Plus. So we're seeing that in the Edge. So if you haven't had a chance, watch one of my Edge videos. I do kind of talk more about that. It's going to help you if you can't stop in time to avoid that accident. You have to turn the wheel. It will help you assist in that steering. So that's a great technology that's coming through as well. Also, we have a new active park assist. It's the 2.0. And so if you don't know what park assist is, it helps you parallel park your vehicle. It usually takes care of just the steering. The 2.0 takes care of the steering, the braking, the accelerating, and even helps you find those different parking spaces. So I think you're going to love how that works, and it's just a great system that it just pretty much takes care of everything for you. It even changes the shifting from reverse to drive for you automatically as well. So great system there. And you have the reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, you have that camera and the sensors, but now with the brake assist, it's just like your front collision warning. If you're not braking time, it will help assist the braking. So if there's someone behind you and it starts to alert you that there is someone there and you're not moving to the brake, so when you transition to that brake, it's going to brake even faster. So you have that brake assist as you're backing up. So some great technologies that are coming to the 2020 Explorer. Can't wait to see these in the dealership. Be looking for those for us this summer, and as soon as we get some in, of course, I'll do a full walk around on each of the different trims as we get those into. So be looking for those, and until the next video, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.